Yeah, all right. We back, man. Appreciate everybody, man. Motor City Sports Talk, we in the building. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. And, yeah, Matt Patricia said he expects everybody to play the next preseason game. I think it's versus Buffalo. It's at Ford Field. And, but basically said he don't know if Matthew Stafford going to play in the third and final preseason game. He was non-committal. I mean, what's the point of being secretive in preseason? I don't think Buffalo really care about winning the game. They want to see the young quarterback Josh Allen and LaShawn McCoy and some of that young talent over there go out there and produce and look good for two quarters and one drive in the third quarter. That's it. So it ain't no point to be secret. You know, Marvin Jones has been activated. He back at practice, excuse me. Mike Daniels is practicing after a little foot injury. They've been working with Green Bay doctors. Excuse me, Nick be hurt. So Damon Harrison been activated. Darius Slay been activated. Okay, and for everybody just trying to say I was reaching, that's people's favorite thing. Oh, you reaching? You? How am I reaching? And I'm just, I'm providing the information in the description. I mean, you don't need Shaggy, Scooby, Fred, and Velma to figure this out. And Matthew Stafford came out the other day and said, my back is fine. I feel good. It may not be his back. It may be another injury he done suffered. And they don't want to scare season ticket holders. They don't want to scare people from buying tickets to the first home game versus the Chargers. But you know what? If he ain't healthy, or if it doesn't even matter right now, okay? In my opinion about it, him hiding if he healthy or not. Because they got to play Arizona. And if he ain't healthy, it's only so many times they can hand the ball off and they can disguise if he got a problem throwing the ball, maybe with his back, with his arm, or whatever in between. It's only so much thing you can hide. If they go out there and it's a new offense, people say, oh, it's just a new offense. And they just throwing 5 yards and pitching, they dinking and dunking down the field like their name was Dakota Prescott or Tom Brady. People going to try, oh, it don't mean nothing. That's just what Arizona gave them. I'm telling you right now, if Matthew Stafford don't play this preseason game, I'm highly concerned. I was kind of like, okay, I'm a little bit concerned. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of concerning me a little bit, right? Now I'm highly concerned. And everybody else that said I was reaching, I don't want to hear y'all hop on the boat. Just say you was right. Because then again, you got a new offense, right? You got new receivers that he really ain't thrown to, and Danny Amendola. Well, receivers that he had, and a new one, Danny Amendola, he ain't thrown to. Marvin Jones, he ain't been practicing. He just came back. He used to Kenny G and all that. You might have to depend on one of the young receivers. A Fogham, a Jones, a Powell, one of them, Lacey, whatever one of these dudes' name is. Hopefully some of them or all of them make a name for themselves with the Lions. So you got to form that rapport, and you got to just get used to the playbook. And they said, well, Stafford is getting enough reps in practice. Okay, whatever he said, it just sounds like a bunch of hogwash to me. Or it could be, hey, we don't want Stafford to get injured in preseason, or we don't want to show our hand in the offense. Well, there's other things you can do to keep him vanilla. You can run some similar Jim Bob quarter plays. But if he don't play this third preseason game, he ain't going to play the last preseason game because ain't no point in that. Then I'm highly skeptical of what's going on. He may say, oh, my back is fine. It may be another injury that we ain't aware of. Arm. And it's funny that they waited till the 11th year to do load management with Matthew Stafford. The 11th year to do load management. That just don't sound right. They should have did that last year. You got an offense that you used to, offensive coordinator you listen to in Jim Bob Cooter. Why weren't they doing no load management last year? Perfect time. Same receivers. Had to worry about nothing. I'm telling you, the dude is injured. And they know it's going to be a ton of hysteria. It's going to be a lot of Lions fans saying, SOL, I'm not going to the games. Stafford not healthy. And this is all plays into last year. And if it's the back injury, they knew they should have set that man down. No matter, I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just speculating. If he hadn't sent us to play 2 on that contract, I don't care. I just would have fronted him the money. Sometimes if you play this many snaps, you play all 16, you get a bonus or whatever. You reach a certain amount of yards and touchdowns, you get a bonus or whatever. Fuck that. That dude should have been resting the last month of last season. When they knew they couldn't make the playoffs or whatever, and everybody started dropping off, they was going out there signing receivers off the street and getting dudes off the... They should have sat Matthew Stafford down and started the resting process then. They can sit there and say everything they want to say. Oh, we trying to win football games, and we don't go out there to try to tank and all that. Hey, if you're worried about disrespecting the fans, hey, it ain't no more ultimate disrespect than going 0-16, okay? It ain't more ultimate disrespect than what Matt Millen did here. It wasn't no more ultimate disrespect than when they promoted Tom LeWine and Martin Mayhew to run the team when they was part of an 0-16 regime with Matt Millen. It ain't too much more disrespect than that. So we fine if you tank, because then we would have got a higher draft pick. They would have got the Josh Allen out of Kentucky, not the quarterback in Buffalo. They would have got him, and we would have been fine. But you know what? The Lions always been overthinkers. They've been overthinkers, and they've been losers at the same time. It's time to switch something up. And they get mad at the old media. They get mad at them because they don't buy in. They don't sell wolf tickets to the fans. Hey, man, since 1957, since whenever the Force took over, 57, 58, how many more wolf tickets do you want them to sell? Okay, and now they created, the local media, they got they didn't create the BS where now it's just seemed like pure Lion hatred. But can you blame it? Blame them that the Lions make the local media look like fools? They go tell something to Morton Anderson or Adam Scheffner before they tell the local media. If you ever notice, when a story break about the Lions, it's usually always from somebody that's not in the local area. Adam Scheffner, Morton Anderson, whatever his name, Chris Anderson, I called him Morton Anderson, the old kicker. It's always from somebody from NFL Network, somebody from ESPN, FS1 Network. And it's rarely somebody from the local Detroit that break the news. So how you supposed to feel? Jealousy is a natural human feeling. Now, what you do with your jealousy or how you control and harness it, it's on you. Them. And the media is taking it and they turning that into a deadly sword. All they pins is deadly sword. Everything is anti-Lions. And the Lions got too much pride to say, okay, we was wrong. Come on, we gonna form this rapport. We gonna fix this relationship. The media ain't gonna come back kissing their ass. They got the Lions, the Wolverines, the Spartans, football, basketball, and other sports. They're not gonna come back and kiss your ass. But long story short, to close it out, Matthew Stafford is injured. If he don't play Saturday, it's serious, more serious than I thought it was. Y'all can sit there and lie to yourself all y'all want to. If he don't play this third preseason game, I think a lot of y'all predictions gonna start to change. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't miss he ain't played none of the preseason. He ain't Zeke Elliott. He ain't Tiger. He ain't a running back. And it's a new offense. Had they sit here and told me that this the old offense and he don't need that many reps. And I'm like, okay, he got the same receivers basically. Him and Amendola can just get on track and practice. Blase, blah, blase, blah. But this is a whole new offense, and this dude been resting. Practice is practice. Ain't no live rush in practice. No live rush. So either one, it's an injury that could be irritated, and they scared he gonna get hit, knocked down, and get worse in the game. That's what it gotta be. Or he really ain't doing that much in practice, and he that injured. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. I want to see Stafford come out there and be healthy and give us his best effort. But if he ain't healthy, they already know ain't nobody buying into the program, the Lions. All the optimism that was in the offseason, it come out that Stafford is really hurt. And remember, it was a dude from the podcast, homeboy from the podcast. He broke the information. I can't remember his name. He broke the information that Stafford had fractures in his back, broken bones. But he said, I thought everybody knew that. And his co-host was telling him, you wasn't even supposed to say that. And he was playing with a hurt back, and they didn't even say nothing last year. So really, does a broken back heal in the offseason or a fractured back? Maybe. But a lot of people got a misconception that once you hurt your back, it's never the same. And that's not true. And I learned that when I took my CNN class, Meals and Legs. I learned two things for sure from that class for my life lesson. That I learned that don't mix your money with your honeys, and I fucked up and did it before. And I shouldn't have did it, but you live and you learn. And I learned that you always can heal a back injury. It's just about how you take care of yourself and how you handle it. But hey, let me know what you guys think. I'll link the article link in the description for the free press. Shout out to Dave Burkett for the information, and I'll link Patricia comment there as well from Twitter, so you can read it right then and there. I have to search through all the articles. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos, man, and I'm gonna just keep putting them down. Y'all keep being active. I'm hitting the comment section. Share the videos, and if you ever need to reach out for a question, business inquiry, sponsorship, or you just want to chop it up, all my information is always in the description. Appreciate that love, support, man. I'm gonna continue to hold it down like nobody else. Motor City Sports Talk, we gone.